All right, for many of us, this is when healthy eating takes a back seat to holiday food, which is usually packed with sugar and fat. But the seasonal favorites don't have to mean weight gain. Weight Watchers Katie Torres joins us again to give us some tips. I know a lot of people thinking, okay, yeah, but I really want my mashed potatoes, and I want my turkey, and I want my everything. But yes, you're right. I don't want to bust the belt either.
Exactly. You work hard all year long. You don't have to let it go by the wayside, starting with Thanksgiving. But first of all, without starting with food, I brought my sneakers and I had them first over there because it's really good to get those sneakers on and move a little bit that day.
Yeah.
Just to get your metabolism going. And a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, once you start doing a healthy thing, your healthy habits come right to follow.
I love that. That is a great suggestion.
Yeah, so I know a lot of people do that. They will run races on Thanksgiving Day, or they will just go for a walk. They make sure that they incorporate that either before or after dinner.
Yes, I would say before, because sometimes we're too full, and that's an excuse not to do it.
Well, that's true. Yeah, there is such a thing as that turkey coma.
It gets so dark this time of year, too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very, very true. But anyways, get your sneakers on and do a little bit of moving. But also we did, Thanksgiving's once a year. It really is one day. It's okay to indulge, but we just did lighten up a couple of things. We started over here with some mashed potatoes. We did Yukon potatoes because they're buttery, so you don't have to add all the buttery. They have that buttery taste.
Oh, okay.
And that celery root over there, it's really creamy. So we just boiled that along with it and put a little low-fat buttermilk because potatoes, they're like 20 grams of fat, your traditional potatoes.
It's mashed potatoes?
Yes.
So this is celery root, and you can get this in the grocery store. Adam's showing it. It's not the prettiest of vegetables. You got to work to get that rind off.
He's right here.
You're so special. But you cut off that outside, right? And
you
then
do.
Get to the inside.
And you cube it, and we boiled it, and that brings it half the fat right there. And you don't need the cream and the butter because it's kind of in the fruit, the vegetables right there. Cool. Yeah. And then we have, well, what's Thanksgiving without green bean casserole?
Yes.
It really isn't.
That's true.
But so we just, I mean, you can have it, but we did another option of just steaming some beans, and we have some mushrooms and some onions, and we put like those panko because really what the calories and fat come are those awesome onion crisps on the top. So we just did some panko to put on there, and that really is very...
And it looks appetizing, too.
It's pretty. It's very pretty.
Absolutely.
And then Thanksgiving, of course, is with the cranberry sauce.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I like the canned cranberry sauce, but it's not as pretty.
You're either a canned or fresh person. My dad, John Holland, loves that canned cranberry. I think it's scary when it comes out of the can.
My dad loves the can.
Some people are just, they're traditionalists, but then people like it like this.
Yes, and this is no cook. We made this literally in the food processor. You can make it a couple days ahead of time. You don't have to cook it.
So what do you put in?
Apples.
Okay.
Some apples and fresh cranberries. We put in the food processor, a little bit of sugar and some lemon zest. And that's it.
And what I love is did you use real sugar, right? You didn't use the stevia and all that? Yeah, that's great.
We used real sugar.
Because cranberries are so tart. That's why it has so much sugar.
You need to have some. You need to have some.
I made the mistake one time of buying like real cranberry juice, just real and drinking it.
No sugar.
Yeah, that was a moment.
It was a surprise.
Yeah.
Tart.
Definitely. Yeah. So, and why I have water here is because you know what? We definitely did lower some of our points values with these so we can have a pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
So have that. But, so the water is, you know, drink water throughout the day so you're not so, because a lot of times when we don't drink water, we're dehydrated and we confuse that with hunger. But also, I like what we spoke about earlier is, you know, have maybe your wine, then have some water.
There you go.
Then maybe have another glass of wine, but then have another bottle of water as well so you're not having so much of it.
Very nice. And it looks like this is for packing up later?
Packing up. If you're hosting and you don't want all the leftovers around, send them home or save it for next week and put it in the freezer so you can have a nice Thanksgiving dinner next week. So you're not picking at it because if it's right there, you start picking.
There you go. Once you put it in the container and in the refrigerator, it's out of sight, out of mind.
It is. It is.
For some.
Adam's like, I don't care. I'm going to go in the fridge and eat it.
All the recipes are in the Weight Watcher magazine. And I did bring these weeklies here because meetings are so helpful. Like this says stay on track for the holidays. Come to meetings and we will help with tips and all the suggestions just to keep your weight loss success going in the holidays. So you can come. We have a great plate. We have how to sneak in some fitness with a lot of good tips in the meeting room.
Well, and that's what you do. You lead these groups.
We do,
You are certainly motivating people when perhaps they're feeling a little vulnerable this time of year. So
it easily happens.
Thank you, Katie. We always love having you here.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in, cooking up some good advice and some good food for us.